This episode right here, man, we got a Mink episode. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, Mink is my second favorite character design out of the whole series. Seriously, he looks like a badass, man. He's a thug, gangsta, mafia boss. He looks like all three combined. He really does. And now that we finally got one of his, one of his own episodes, we get to see more about him. We find out his backstory, And I do believe this episode was really rushed, because his backstory only lasted like 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure they would have made it longer, but they couldn't because of time. But honestly, I was surprised too, because I honestly thought that Aoba was gonna save him, like he did with everyone else. But he didn't allow it. So I'm guessing he can't really save somebody unless they get permission, unless he gets the permission, unless they say yes, save me, do whatever you want, blah blah blah. But he didn't want to. Mink did not want to. So I don't know if he's gonna stay like that forever, or later on he'll have his own other episode in which Aoba will save him completely. They went to Platinum Gel already. They're there. They encountered this detective, the one from episode 1. The one that always stopped people from playing that game they were playing. He's there. He's being brainwashed. He chases them. It turns into a little chase. They hide somewhere. And you got kind of sexual again. Well, not sexual, but it looked like it would have been sexual if it was the game. You get me? So, some of that happens, and then, Mink. I'm realizing every single one of these characters, a stereotypical kind of kinkiness that people like. You know what I'm going with it. You know where I'm going with this. Alright. Mink. He is, I would say he's a dominant guy, Clear. He likes being the slave, master and slave kind of thing. And so on and so on with all the other characters, that they're all kinky in their own way. You see Mink, he's beating up Aoba, saying, you gotta reveal yourself. You gotta control them, you gotta activate your scrap power, and do it. And then he does it, but the thing is, that's weird, because I honestly thought when he used the power, he was in control now. Because we did not see, well, as I recall, we did not see him actually, become that second personality that we saw in this episode with the other two, with Clear, Gakyeon, and I forgot his name, the computer guy, the hacker. I forgot his name. I literally had it like 2 seconds ago. But yeah, him, we did not see that side of it, but now we did. So I guess if you force it, that side pops out. But I guess if he does it, from his own free will, that doesn't happen. So that was very surprising seeing that. And he does it, he gets all the people out of there. And the thing is, now that side of him is actually outside. So what the fuck's gonna happen? This side of him is actually more, you can see he's more dominant, he's more aggressive. He doesn't give no shits about anything. He's not like Aoba at all. Aoba, he's kind of like calm, he thinks things through. So I don't know if he's gonna stay like that for a while until, maybe something else happens. Mink's there, he says they have the same scent, the scent of death. Now, the scent of death. Maybe that means they're both dead inside. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Because we see that Mink, he really is dead inside. After we saw his backstory, we saw everything that happened. We saw that Do was actually the one that caused all this. That was crazy. That was really sad. If they would have taken their time and expanded on this backstory, it would have been really fucking touching. But I'm sure they did that during the game. But here they did a really quick recap. They destroyed his hometown, his homeland. They destroyed everybody. But I'm pretty sure they're not dead. I really do not believe they're dead. They're just being brainwashed. They're being tested on. So it would make for a good story if you can reunite with everybody else. But that was what this episode was mostly about. Aoba and Mink. They went in. They're in Platinum Gel. They're gonna try taking out the guy. That's what I'm believing. Mink wants their revenge, and right now they're inside. So I think we're not gonna leave this place until the series ends. So I'm believing that both the hacker and Gakyeon are gonna wake up, realize Aoba's not there. They're gonna end up going over there, following him, and they're all gonna meet up over there. Clear, I'm not sure what he's gonna play right now. They said he's gonna be okay, but he's still unconscious. He's still asleep, and they're not really sure if he's gonna be the same old person when he wakes up. So he's on the if side. So I don't know if he's gonna actually join in on this fight, if he's gonna wake up on time, or he's gonna wake up in the end, or if he even's gonna wake up. I don't know. There, we're getting to the plot. We're about to reach the climax, and I fucking can't wait, man. I really can't. And the thing I wanted to mention was this guy called Sai. His name is Sai. Okay, this might sound out of the blue, but he kind of reminds me of Ren. He really does. He really does. From the eyes, by his face, of course, he's a fucking dog. I can't compare a dog to a person. But you get me, how like some dogs look like their masters? They kind of look alike. They really do for me. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just losing it because I haven't slept for a while. But I don't know. They really did look like alike, you know, from the eye expressions, the kind of face structure, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, man. Can't wait. Like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more anime reviews. As always, guys, follow Matic. Take care. Be safe. I always appreciate it, guys.